Cup Series qualifying has officially concluded from Kansas Speedway, and Christopher Bell has won his first pole of 2024. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, NASCAR Cup Series qualifying has officially concluded from Kansas Speedway, and Christopher Bell has won the pole. This is a huge momentum and confidence booster for this number 20 team, considering the last 3 or 4 weeks, the 20 team has absolutely struggled. So to see them starting on the pole once again is absolutely huge. This also is Christopher Bell's 11th career Cup Series pole, so really huge for them. I think Bell won the pole here a couple years ago, so historically, he's qualified very well at Kansas, but I didn't think he was going to get it done today. But for him to win the pole, like I said, is huge. The last 2 weeks have not gone well for him, and to see him starting on the pole in the Cup Series tomorrow, maybe he can use that momentum from the qualifying session today and use it in the Cup Series race. So once again, congratulations to Christopher Bell on winning his first pole of 2024. Pretty big accomplishment for him, and glad to see the 20 team showing up. They started the year off strong, but the last couple weeks have not gone well. Glad to see that they're starting on the pole for the Cup Series race tomorrow. So now let's take a look at some of the top qualifiers. So Christopher Bell starting on the pole. Ross Chastain qualified second. Man, I thought he had the pole for a second, but second place, really good for Ross Chastain. This one team has had a lot of good finishes, but they have not been qualifying very, very well. I think this is their first top 10 start in at least a few weeks, so good to see the one team show some great pace and speed. They're starting on the front row. I think it's his first front row start of the year, so really good job by Ross Chastain. Noah Gragson qualifies third. He continues to impress me. He has been at times the best Haas racing driver this year, and today he absolutely showed it. Starting inside the top 5 tomorrow, I think that's his best career starting spot for a Cup Series race ever. He's been really impressive so far, third place. Great job for Noah Gragson. Kyle Larson qualifies fourth. Disappointing for his standards, especially at qualifying this year, but he'll have a good chance and opportunity to win. He had the best car in the 15-lap averages today, so I expect Larson to be really strong in the Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon. Starting fourth, great job for him. And Kyle Busch qualifies fifth. The turnaround continues. Last week at Dover, they finished in fourth. They're starting in the top 5. I think Kyle Busch is starting to turn the corner, and for him to start in the top 5 tomorrow, I think he finished in the top 5 the last time we were here, so I think Kyle Busch, and he was pretty fast on the long run too, so expect Kyle Busch to be really strong, just don't make mistakes on pit road, among other things. Ty Gibbs qualifies 6th. Really good job for Ty Gibbs. Good pace and speed in practice and qualifying as well. 6th place, starting in the top 10. Good job for him. Austin qualifies 7th. Once again, qualifying up front. They haven't had the race pace at times. The Fords have struggled a bit, but still 7th place. Pretty good, all things considered. Michael McDowell qualifying 8th. This is a driver who desperately needs a good run. He has finished no better than 21st in the last 6 races. Starting inside the top 10 tomorrow. Really good job for Michael McDowell. Chase Elliott qualifies 9th. Unfortunately, kind of screwed up the lap in qualifying. I thought he'd be up there contending for the pole. Still some really good speed nonetheless for Chase Elliott starting in 9th position. Good job for him. And Chase Briscoe also messed up his qualifying lap. He'll be starting in 10th tomorrow. Good job for Briscoe to start in the top 10. So those are the top 10 qualifiers. Let's talk about some notable drivers who did not make the final round. Joe Logano starting in 11th. Chris Buescher is starting in 12th. Mark Trickster and Denny Hamlin are starting 13th and 14th. Tyler Reddick, who I expected to potentially win the pole today, he's starting in 15th. A really big surprise about 2011 race cars not making the final round. He'll be starting in 15th. Alex Bowman, 18th, a little bit of disappointment for him. Jimmie Johnson qualifies 19th. That's pretty significant because that's Jimmie Johnson's best start he's had in the next-gen era. Jimmy had some good pace in qualifying. We'll see if that translates in the race. Maybe the more experience, the better he'll get. He'll be starting in 19th tomorrow. And Corey Heim, who will be making his second and final start as of now in Cup for this year, will be starting in 20th. Good to see both 2 of the 3 legacy cars starting in the top 20 for Corey Heim, starting 20th. Pretty good job for him. Bubba Wallace qualifies 23rd. Probably the biggest disappointment in this qualifying session, all things considered, considering I thought Bubba Wallace was truly going to make the final round of qualifying. He's starting in 23rd. Definitely one of the biggest disappointments from qualifying for sure. Ryan Blaney, another disappointment in qualifying. He's been the fastest Ford for the most part so far in 2024. And unfortunately, Ryan Blaney does not make the final round this time around. Brad Keselowski struggled to qualify, starting in 30th. He'll probably be up front near the end of the event, though. William Byron got on the outside wall. He was the guy that I think everyone expected to be in contention to win the pole today, and sadly does not get it done. He'll be starting in 36 tomorrow, and more than likely will be going to the rear because they're going to have to adjust on that car and try to work on it as they get prepared for the Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon. So those are some of the notable drivers that did not make the final round of qualifying. What's the big thing to watch? Or, well, the temperatures are going to probably be around these conditions tomorrow. I don't think it's going to be cloudy in the Cup Series race tomorrow. It's going to be a little warmer potentially than what we had today. This track will have a lot more fall off. There wasn't as much fall off in practice today, but I do expect that these guys will have a lot more fall off on the long run. Especially, it'll be very interesting to see how it kind of plays through. It's going to be very fun to watch as well. We're going to see a lot of multi-groove racing. I expect a lot of big names that are starting middle of the pack to get up front. I think you're going to have to watch out for Kyle Larson, Kyle Busch. I think Bell's going to have some good pace and speed. I expect Bubba Wallace and Tyler Reddick to be up there by the end of the event. And I think some other big names like Chase Sully will get up there. And I think there's some other names in the middle to back of the pack who are going to be moving up to the front. So that's a big thing to watch out for as the race progresses and goes on, is that there's going to be a lot of tire fall off among other things by the end of the race. And we might see a lot of cautions, especially. We might also get some long green flag runs. We had a really long green flag run last time we were here, so we'll see if we can get some long green flag runs during the Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon. So, that is given today's special breaking news report on pole qualifying for the Cup Series. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on us, and if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support our Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your thoughts below on today's video. What are your thoughts about Cup Series pole qualifying? Let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and congratulate Christopher Bell on winning the pole. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Tonight on the channel, we're going to have the Truck Series race review from Kansas Speedway. We might have a video on Cam Waters later tonight as well, but I'm not sure at this point. Then tomorrow on the channel, we're going to have the NASCAR Cup Series race review. We're also going to have the starting lineup video for the Cup Series race. And then on Monday, I might have a silly season update dropping on the channel. And I've got some NASCAR news videos that are dropping throughout the week as well. Got a lot of great content. Race picks, of course, or potentially also could be an intro video, but I'm not sure at this point. Nonetheless, got a lot of great content that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.